Good morning, this is Alamon, and welcome back for episode 19 of Courageous Korea. In our last episode, we full annexed the Buryatia, and I think it was the same episode, we annexed the, what are they called, the Outsi, or Ouchi, that's right. So we are currently eating a bit of overextension, but nothing too bad. And we're going to have to start coring this province as soon as we have the admin points for it, which unfortunately will be quite a while, because we're only getting 4 points per month. Alright, we've spread out our army. The unrest is not terrible, and if we take a look at that, war exhaustion is 1.5 of that, and that'll just dribble away naturally. So this will just keep going down. I feel that it was important to take this little detour here, because again, we do need to reach out into Siberia pretty soon. The problem is, we really have to be a colonial power on two fronts. We have to block off Muscovy, and of course, kind of the dream would be to go kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, darn, there is a bridge there, so it would be 5, 6. Grab 6 provinces. Or we could go 5, 6, 7. But then there's nothing stopping Russia or Muscovy from taking over the Sibirs. So if they do that, then all of a sudden you have to quickly try to fill in all the other stuff. Or I guess we could try to take over the Sibirs. That's not something I've ever tried to do before, is Korea. But really, what we should be more interested in is trying to step up our colonial game over here, which we haven't been doing. I've been neglecting that. Because really, we have all game to take over the rest of Japan. I think by this point, we are clearly more powerful than they are. If we look at our ledger, let's look at Korea. Force limit of 29. Versus Japan, force limit of 17. So that's a very rough kind of metric to go by, but that does show that, you know, we're more powerful. Now we do have, I wonder if there's an autonomy, yeah, local autonomy map mode. So it's true that in Japan, oh, we can't look at their local autonomy? Darn. But yeah, for our colonies and for all the places that we've annexed, local autonomy is very high, and that's really crippling us, and that's something that only time will fix. So that's probably the biggest reason why our economy is always struggling. So let's take a quick look here. So we have... Actually, we haven't fully reinforced everything. Huh. But this month we should have. Yes. Everything's reinforced. We are going to pull that down to nothing. Which is risky if there were a rebellion, but I'm going to trust that there's not going to be a rebellion until, well, maybe never. Yeah, 111 years. I am worried about these Genjo nationalists. What would the harsh treatment cost? 72. I mean, for that many provinces, that's not too bad. Oop. Darn. Alright. What's our next idea? Siege ability. Oh, wonderful. That's so important. And we also got the Kobukson. Makes all of our ships more durable. It's a nice story there about the turtle ships and Admiral E. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. One of the great kind of national celebrated stories of Korea. Yarkland, or Yarkand rather, is requesting military access. I don't care, whatever. I can't imagine why they would ever need it. Alright, repay a loan. I'm noticing those are some loans of larger amount, 78 and then 94. So that will end in a couple years. Yeah, we're getting huge amounts of ducats each month right now, but we need to because we have to pay off these loans. We can't let this interest keep dragging us down. Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen a comet-sided event. Alright, it's an omen. The end is nigh. The economy fools. I wish I lived in more enlightened times. We're going to have to go for that one because Art of War. First comet. For those who may not know, that event is, it's a Paradox tradition that with every major DLC, they add another option to that event, but they all do the same thing, just stability -1. And the only reason for that event is to drain admin points. So actually we are going to want to increase our stability as soon as possible now, but unfortunately now our religious unity is much worse. We're working on that though. Let's go for Urkon. And let's find Urkon. So it's interesting that Jianzhou nationalists would be connected to this province, because actually it was not the Jianzhou but the Yuren. So I guess Jianzhou is just standing in for Jurchens in general. But yeah, let's wipe that out. Maybe let's look at the unrest map mode, because we really don't want these nationalists. Actually, that's pretty bad. Oh no, those are Ainu nationalists. I don't really care about that. This is overkill, and I'm harming our economy by doing this. But I really want to slow this meter down. So now let's see what it says. Still says 6.7 years. Boy. Recruits flock to the standards. Our system of national conscripts is proving very successful. The poor, the desperate, even the patriotic are flocking to the colors. The generals are pleased. Let's get them into the army now, or no, we must think long-term here. We must think long-term for sure. So let's see, that corps will be done August 1534. I think we can wait for that. That's relevant to when we're going to push up our stability, because overextension makes that much more expensive. I wonder if we still have access to... no, we don't. The missionary strength guy is what I was going to say. Oh, I could have taken this guy. Why didn't I think of that? Rather than doing all that local autonomy. Let's do it, especially because we're so weak on admin point gain right now. We have this rather awful king, but he has an awesome heir. And the king is our general. Yeah, we can take that. Annex vassal. How much longer? I forget how to find everything all the time. No, wait, there it was. Diplomacy modifiers. Oh, that'll end very soon. A little over a year. Our diplomatic reputation, malice will end. And then it won't take long at all. Alright, there's our first of 3 cores. So why... Oh no, I see. There's our income. We will repay... Actually, I think we could repay all of our loans at this point. Or maybe not. Okay, we have 2 loans left. But we're doing a great job of paying these off now. I don't know if we're gonna quite hit that one. Let's see, is there anything else we could do? We do have a mothballed navy. Yeah, not really. It's just the fact that we have our 2 advisors. Let's take a look at, Oh hey, the Zhengzhou nationalists have disappeared again. That's awesome. And we're slowly getting back our religious unity. I'm considering taking religious ideas at some point. Just for the missionary strength. Oh, that's awful. Unhappiness among the artisans. We can't afford to lose the stability or the money, frankly. I'm not sure how many months this can sit here without me clicking on anything. I think it's like 6 months or something. But I'm not going to be able to save up enough. Oh, and that is actually counting up, I think. I think it said 133 last month. Alright, I'll just do it. Abolish the tax. Very unfortunate. We're still paying more than a ducat in interest just for 3 loans. And that is the danger of repaying loans early, by the way. That if you have a big expense... wait, how much is this taking up by? 0.07 per year. Yeah. Well, we can survive that. Alright, we finally cored that, so now let's go to our stability. And it's just a little bit over the base cost. Yeah, Grand Code for State Administrations, offsetting religious unity malice pretty nicely. I've never taken the humanist ideas. How much better? So religious unity right off the bat, that's good. National unrest. Years of national -10. This actually looks really great. And idea cost -10%. I might make this my next idea. Well, what is our, yeah, that's not bad. And we have the Neo-Confucianism helping tolerance of heretics. Yeah, we might want to go for that, the humanist ideas. Alright, how much debt do we have? 280. Well, we're not too far from being able to pay that off. 202 now. Let's pay off all of our debt before the end of this episode. Alright, next idea, land force limits modifier. That's nice, but we can't really make use of that right now. It's the discipline that'll be great, and forced march is also incredible. Pretty much mandatory, I'd say. So how is Barguzin doing now? Still a no tax income? Yeah. But we do have good production. Heilanbu. I apparently didn't read that right. Oh no, it's 2 I's. Oh, I already increased the autonomy there, so no problems. Might want to boost stability again. Yeah. Huh. There we go, now we can repay all loans. I can't believe that we just lost that. We just bought that stability. Oh, alright. Alright, now we will repay all loans. Because we have a buffer of about 50. We're gonna let that build up a bit further. Actually, at this point, I think we need to be colonizing. So where do we have low ferocity? There. That'll be a great place. Yeah, and it's temperate as well. So it'll colonize quickly. And it'll act as a little springboard for us to then jump down to the California area where we have better base tax. And at some point, I suppose we'll have to get a conquistador and explore. Well, we are fully out of debt. We're building up this, you know, again, this cushion. Now that we have that gold mine, actually, we're in pretty good shape. That extra 3 ducats per month is important. Let's grab an advisor. That is terrible. We don't want global tariffs. But the Diplo points, they're still important. We still have that mission to take Tosa. Well, that actually, the truce is very nearly over, and a lot more time has advanced than I feel like. If we have that much manpower in the bank, as it were. Okay, I think at this point we can move all these armies away because we do have the advisor who lowers revolt risk. Let's move them all down there. We'll keep those mothballed for the moment. Although I guess, you know what, I'm sure that if you unmothball and then remothball before the end of a month, I'm sure that it won't count against your costs. Because who would do that, right? Japanese tea culture. Okay. I'm not actually sure what that event is meant to tell us. So we are actually now at equal military tech levels, which means we really need to get that, the whatchamacallit, converted the heretics of whatever. Let's start building our army up now, though. So right now we have 4, 4, and 3. That's pretty pathetic, just 11 infantry. Let's get that up to 16, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cavalry I might not need many more of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get one more. And I think we also have 7 cannon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, let's say 6, 7, and that's as much as we can afford at the moment. Let's get at least one more cannon, though. Alright, I think we will end this episode here. In our next episode, we're probably going to attack Japan. How long do these claims last? 46? 37. Ooh, that is about to expire. We might want to just let that expire and redo the claim. Yeah, but we gotta keep this power projection up. So we'll probably take a few provinces. Alright, I've been Arumba. Nope, I haven't. I can't believe I just said that. I've been Alamon. Sorry, Arumba. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the grayskin bite. Bye-bye.